Today we are going to hear a story leading to the birth of great Mahārāja Ambarīṣa. This morning we were talking about Ambarīṣa Mahāraja's story, but there was a story leading to his birth, that is his father's story. So we'll read that from Sriman Madhava 9th canto, chapter 4, text 1. Shri Shukavacha. Nābhāgo Nabhaga yam tatam bhrātara kavim yavistam vyabhajandhayam brahmacharinamagatam. Shukadeva Goswami said, the son of Nabhaga, named Nābhāga, lived for a long time at the place of his spiritual master. So, actually we are hearing the story of Ambarīṣa Maharaj. Before that, his father's story. And his father was a very long time in the ashram of spiritual master. Therefore, his brothers thought that he was not going to become a grahastha and would not return. Consequently, without providing a share for him, they divided the property of their father among themselves. When Nābhāga returned from the place of his spiritual master, they gave him their father as his share. See this thing, story, simple story. This person, Nābhāga, is also great personality. Those days, we also know that people study in the spiritual master's ashrama. They stay there and they study for a long time. But of course, he spent more time than usual. Was serving spiritual master. He came very late back to home. Then the brothers, by the time they thought that he has not come, so he will not come, maybe continued as a brahmachari, they have taken all the property. When he came back and asked, what about my share of the property? They have old father, Nabhaga. You take father as your property. Father ka property, they have already taken, they shared everything. Nothing is there. Only father is there. Father is your property. That means what? Take care of this old man. Yeah. We are enjoying your share of the property, you take care of the old man. So Prabhupada in the purport is explaining few things. There are two kinds of brahmacharis. One may return home, marry and become a householder. Whereas the other, known as the Brihatvrata, takes a vow to remain a brahmachari perpetually. There are two kinds of brahmacharis. General, all after brahmachari ashram, one comes to grihastha ashram. That is the standard Vedic this thing. There are cases, exception. Some of them from brahmachari ashram, they directly take the sannyasa ashram or they remain in brahmachari ashram. We see many examples in ISKCON. The Brihatvrata brahmachari does not return from the place of the spiritual master. He stays there. And later he directly takes sannyasa. We have Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur like that. He never was married and he was a Brihatvrata like that. Because Nābhāga did not return from the palace of his spiritual master, his brothers thought that he had taken Brihatvrata brahmacharya. Therefore, they did not preserve his share, and when he returned, they gave him their father as his share. So they thought maybe he has taken sannyas, he will not come, and they have shared the property, and they didn't expect him. Finally, when they came, that I am back, and where is my share of the property? Father. That means take care of the father, and this. So, but he is very wonderful personality. He thought, okay, now anyway, he has to get married because he came back home. And getting married means you need to have a place to stay and also place to stay and some money is required, something is required. So he was confused what to do. Bhrataro bhanka kim mahyam bhajama pitaram tava tvam mamarya stata bhankshuhu ma putraka tadadrita. Nabhaga inquired, my dear brothers, what have you given to me as my share of our father's property? His elder brother responded, we have kept our father as your share. But when Nābhāga went to his father and said, my dear father, my elder brothers have given you as my share of property. The father replied, my dear son, do not rely on their cheating words. I am not your property. So they went and he asked his father, my brothers are telling that they have taken the property, and when I am asking about my property, they are telling you are my property. Then father said, I am not your property. They are cheating you. You have to understand, your brothers are cunning. They are not giving, they are just escaping. So then he was actually begging his father what to do now. Ime Aṅgirā sassatram asatedya sumedasaha shashtam upetyaha kave muhyanti karmani. Nabhaga's father said, all the descendants of Aṅgirā are now going to perform a great sacrifice. But although they are very intelligent, on every sixth day, they will be bewildered in performing sacrifice and will make mistakes in their daily duties. Nabhaga was very simple-hearted. Therefore, Srila Prabhupada is saying, therefore he went to his father. The father, in compassion for his son, suggested that as a means of livelihood, Nabhaga could go to the descendants of Aṅgirā and take advantage of their misgivings in performing yajna. More details will come. He said they are performing the yajna. They are going to make some mistakes. You go and help them. They will give you from dakshina. That is the only way. We cannot take from your brother now forcibly. Anyway, they have cheated you, but you go there. The sages are doing Aṅgirasa sages. That means the descendants of Aṅgirā. They are doing sacrifice, and they will make some mistakes, and you go help them, and then they will give you some Lakshmi. With that, you be happy. He was telling. Tam svam shamshaya sukte dve vaishvadeve mahatmanaha te svaryanto dhanam satra parishoshanam dasyanti te datanarcha tadhasa kritavan yatha tasmai datvaya yusvargam te satra parisheshanam. Nabhaga's father continued, go to those great souls and describe two Vedic hymns pertaining to Vishwadeva. When the great sages have completed the sacrifice and are going to the heavenly planets, they will give you the remnants of money they have received from the sacrifice. Therefore, go there immediately. Thus, Nabhaga acted exactly according to the advice of his father, and the great sages of Aṅgirā dynasty gave him all their wealth and then went to the heavenly planets. So, as exactly whatever his father told, he did it. He went there and he was giving the Vaishvadeva mantras, Vedic hymns he chanted because they were making mistakes. He corrected and he chanted nicely. And then because of the power of the yajna, they went back to heavenly planets. And while going, they said, take all this money. Whatever is there in this yajna, everything. Sometimes gold vessels, silver vessels, and some ingredients. Lot of things are there. All this is yours. Dakshina, you take. Tam kaschit svikarishyantam purusha krishna darshanaha uvachottaro bhyetya mamedam vastukam vasu. Thereafter, while Nabhaga was accepting the riches, a black-looking person from the north came to him and said, all the wealth from this sacrificial arena belongs to me. Finally, he thought, okay, I got dakshina, I got some property. He was collecting all that and he put it in his bag. And then he was wanting to go, and one black man came from north. This black man, anybody knows who is he? Lord Śiva. Lord Śiva was saying that this is not yours, this is mine. Give it to me. Mamedam rishibir dattam iti tarhi svamanavaha syannauto pitari prashna prishtavan pitaram yatha. Nabhaga then said, these riches belong to me. The great saintly persons have delivered them to me. When Nabhaga said this, the black-looking person replied, let us go to your father and ask him to settle our disagreement. In accordance with this, Nabhaga inquired from his father. He is saying, it is mine. I have done this yajna for them. I chanted mantras. They are happy with me. They gave this thing. Actually, everything I did because whatever my father told, I did this thing. So this belongs to me. This black man is saying, no. We will go to your father. Come on. We'll ask your father whether it belongs to me or belongs to you. Okay, he said, hello. Yajnamastu gatam sarvam uchishtam rishayak kvachit chakurhi bhagam rudraya sadeva sarvamarhati. The father of Nabhaga Nabhaga, his name is. He said, whatever the great sages sacrificed in the arena of the Daksha Yajna, they offered to Lord Shiva as his share. Therefore, everything in the sacrificial arena certainly belongs to Lord Shiva. He said that everything is offered to Lord Shiva there, it belongs to him. So, this man is Lord Shiva, so it belongs to him. Generally, when we offer bhoga to the Lord, he will not take everything. He will give everything back. Now the Lord came, Lord Shiva, and he took everything, it belongs to me. So, Father told, Nābhāgastam pranamyaha tavesha kilavastukam ityaha me pita brahman chirasatvam prasadaye. Thereupon, after offering obeisances to Lord Shiva, Nābhaga said, O worshipable Lord, everything in this area of sacrifice is yours. This is the assertion of my father. Now with great respect, I bow my head before you, begging your mercy. He understood that this person is Lord Shiva. Everything belongs to Lord Shiva. He gave it back to him. He said, please take. My father already clarified. I am sorry. This is not mine. He was not upset. He could have been upset with his father that you only told me to go. I went. See, I did not get anything now. He did not upset with Lord Shiva that it is mine. He was very humble and he went like that. He gave everything to Lord Shiva. Yatte pitavadad dharmam tvam cha satyam prabhashase dadami te mantra drisho jnanam brahma sanatanam. Lord Shiva said, whatever your father has said is the truth, and you are also speaking the same truth. Therefore, I, who know the Vedic mantras, shall explain transcendental knowledge to you. Lord Shiva was very pleased that your father is also a worthy man, is speaking truth. You are also speaking truth. Both of you are wonderful personalities. So, now I'll give you, he did not say I'll give you money to you. He said, I'll give you spiritual knowledge. You are the right candidate because truth is actually everybody should speak truth. Especially it is for the Brahmanas. It is one of the qualities it is told. Of course, they are Kshatriyas. It is for everybody. Everybody, some of the qualities or some of the characters are told for all four Varnas, all four ashramas. Everybody should speak. It is told by Prabhupada that only Vaishyas, in their matter of business, sometimes they can say lies, saying that they'll ask, are you keeping any profit? No profit at all. Everything I am giving to you. Cost to cost business. You can say like that, but in general, we should speak truth. Otherwise. So, he said, okay, I'm happy. We know Satyakama Jabali. Anybody knows Satyakama Jabali? Like, he was also went for learning from his guru. He went to approach one spiritual master, and the spiritual master told that, who is your father? He said, I don't know. And go find out from your mother. So he went to his mother, and mother told, I also don't know. That means what? Somebody is saying that, I don't know who your father is. My mother is saying like that. Means the mother has some mixing with many different men and she did not even know how she became pregnant. He went back and told that my mother said that he also does not know my father. Then he said, I'll give you spiritual knowledge. He said, how come? Without knowing Gotra, without knowing this thing, how will you give education to me? He said that you are Brahmana. How do you know? Because you are speaking truth. Your mother told you she does not know the father, your father, and you are also saying the same thing I give. So this is when the truthfulness is the characteristic for a spiritual master to accept the disciple. Grihana dravinam dattam matsatra parisheshitam ityuktvam tarhito rudro bhagavan dharmavatsalaha. After giving the spiritual knowledge, Lord Shiva said, now you may take all the wealth remaining from the sacrifice, for I give it to you. After saying this, Lord Shiva, who is most adherent to the religious principles, disappeared from that place. So Lord Shiva blessed him. He gave spiritual knowledge. He is very happy. He appreciated him. And then finally he said, you take all this money. This is all yours. All the gold, silver, everything in that, this is yours. You take. And no, there is a blessing given. What blessing? You see this. What blessing Shukadeva Goswami is giving for persons who hear this narration in the morning and evening. Ya etat samsmaret prataha sayam cha susamahitaha Kavir bhavati mantragno gatim chaiva tathatmanaha. If one hears and chants or remembers this narration in the morning and evening with great attention, he certainly becomes learned, experienced in understanding the Vedic hymns and expert in self-realization. That person becomes expert in self-realization. Anybody who chants, remembers, reads, hears this story attentively, either in the morning or in the evening. So we are fortunate today. We got this opportunity to read. And now actually comes Ambarīṣa's story. Nābhāga Ambarīṣo bhon Mahābhāgavata kriti Naspurishad brahma shapupi yamna pratihata kvachit. From Nābhāga, Mahārāja Ambarīṣa took birth. Mahārāja Ambarīṣa was an exalted devotee, celebrated for his great merits. He was Mahābhāgavata. It is told that Mahābhāgavata kriti. Although he was cursed by an infallible Brahmana, the curse could not touch him. So he was, while saying that, oh, he was cursed by Durvasa, but he could not. This morning we discussed from this point. I'll stop here now. So we read this appearance of Ambarīṣ Maharaj. Ambarīṣa is a great devotee. And his father, see, whenever somebody is a great devotee, you also look at their parents in general. Parents also have the piety, parents also have devotion. That is why such kind of child is attracted by those parents. His father is a very great personality. He spoke truth. He was tolerant. He was ready to give up whatever he got. Also, when Lord Śiva claimed that this whole thing is there, he was not fighting with his brothers. So, such a great soul, Nabhaga, and in his lineage, Ambarīṣa was born. This Ambarīṣa is Mahābhāgavata, great, extraordinary devotee. And in Bhakti Yoga Club also, we have so many wonderful devotees are taking birth every month now. There's a festival. So many children are, that's wonderful. And here also, like all other parents, we know that 3 generations they are devotees. Anandavandavan Prabhu is mother, father, and also now the children. So this is a very happy occasion. Please bless Kundalata and the brother in the womb also. And we will chant Hare Krishna mantra again, few minutes. Hare Krishna.